It feels like it's 60 degrees, but I don't think it's quite that warm, but it feels like that. Joe and I are working out on the property. We're clearing trees. We have 10 acres of land here in Alaska, but we could maybe see, I don't know, what do you say, Joe, like 2.5, maybe 3 acres of it? Like where the cabin is and like our little backyard clearing area. And we would like to see more. We feel a little closed in with like the circle of trees that surrounds us. So while keeping the privacy and the buffer from civilization, we still want to open up some of our property so that we can see the rest of it. There's a lot of moose and sandhill cranes that come here in the clearing, and we would like to be able to see those. So in the process of that, we're getting some free firewood while we're at it. These are spruce trees. Some of them are dead, some of them are alive. But you know, this is typically what we use for firewood, spruce and birch. And even though birch is much better than spruce, spruce is still firewood. I shared a short video with you guys on YouTube. We started this little project to clear the land, and luckily we've got the tractor, so that makes it a lot easier. Joe limbs the trees, we chop them up, put them in the tractor, and then we're just stacking them under the back deck so that the wood can dry out in season. But the roots and the stumps, we're gonna be getting those out with the tractor as well. The tractor does really good with that, especially these spruce trees. We've done it at other properties and it usually gets them out fine, except the ground is still really frozen. So Joe's already tried some stumps this morning with the tractor and the ground is just way too frozen still. So we're gonna have to leave the stumps in the ground until, you know, probably early to midsummer when everything thaws out, and then we can use the tractor to get them out. And you know, this whole entire tree line right here is going to be coming out. So we want a clear vision from the cabin to the clearing, from the clearing to the cabin.
You only cut one of the things.
What? They're connected?
Yeah.
What? Ugh. Heavy. Yeah.
Tile right there.
It's actually a workout using a chainsaw. Like, Joe makes that look so easy. He's just wing, bung, ving, ving, ving. Makes it look so easy. Tell me why I have like muscle failure. My arms are like, and that's a small chainsaw. That's like a Tina-sized chainsaw. That's a lot of work. I usually just carry the twigs and the limbs, but he's like, we can get this done much faster if you could help me limb the trees. So it is fun, but yeah, the chainsaw gets heavy after all. It's just like a weed whacker, you know? You know, ladies? Maybe you men are laughing at me, but I think some ladies would understand. When I used to be in the Coast Guard, we used to have to clean and do maintenance on the grounds of the base. And I got my weed whacking privileges taken away from me because I would hit muscle failure at a certain point holding that weed whacker up, and I had lines in the grass and I was chopping things down that shouldn't have been chopped down. So yeah, I got the weed whacking privileges taken away. Tons of moose scat out here. The moose are everywhere in this clearing. So it turns out that what we thought was a pond on this property isn't technically a pond. This is all boggy out here, super wet. And a lot of Alaska's like this, really marshy and boggy. And you guys might remember the cabin on the hill. That big pond that we had was just like this. And the owner that had that cabin before we bought it dug it out with an excavator and made it into the pond that it became, and it was absolutely beautiful. You guys might remember Joe put a cute little dock on there, and the kids just loved it. Bradley loved to swim in it. This area, it's knee-deep pond is what the previous owner said. She said it gets about knee-deep, depending on how much snow melt you have that winter. And you guys know this winter, we didn't have much snow at all. It was a really weird winter. And no, I'm not concerned about mosquitoes. I know that's always the first thing that people say about the pond, even our old one that we had. Guys, mosquitoes come with Alaska. That is just part of the territory. Having a pond gives us a lot of really good, fun adventures, and the kids just love it. And I would never not have a pond just because of the mosquitoes, because you're gonna have them no matter what you do up here. So we live with the mosquitoes. We've learned to become one with the mosquitoes. And these clearings like this are just perfect prime area for moose and birds and ducks and all kinds of wildlife. That is one thing I miss about the cabin on the hill. And frogs, Parker said. Parker and Kellen like to collect frogs. So these little low spots like this are perfect for that kind of stuff. There's more moose poop. Just all over the place. Are you dissecting moose poo?
Yeah.
Why did I say that?
Like grass and stuff.
Grass?
Like willow, probably.
Yeah, they like to eat willow. Do you find more?
Yeah.
I think it's that mama and her baby that comes through here all the time.
Yeah.
The ones we catch on the trail can? Oh yeah.
It's kind of fresh, huh? I know, I started that driving with the tractor and I just saw it.
Yeah.
I was about to step in it.
Yeah, well, that's all right. It's pretty much just grass.
Yeah, when it's dry, here's what it looks like.
You know, they say you can use them for fire starters, Parker.
Is that true?
Yeah, you gotta dry them out though. Huh. Little fire nuggets. Little butt nuggets, turn them into fire nuggets.
soul searching, fall apart, tunnel vision, hiding in the dark. Well, I ain't gonna holler before I really bleed. Salvation or quick fix remedy. You said I never could change. I thought I never could change. They said I never could change. Damn right, never would. Leave the light on. Leave the light on. Just leave the light on. Yeah, leave the light on. If I'll ever change.
Okay, all right. I told myself this morning, I was like, I'm gonna get my workout in. I just wanted to check in with you guys this morning really quick before we get on with this day and just say that I got a lot of response from you guys in the comment section on last week's video. I offered to do a live stream with you guys about my health journey, just what I've done to recover from my Lyme disease that I was diagnosed with last summer. I also just found out I have a level of mold toxicity, so I'm currently detoxing from mold toxicity right now. And yeah, I've just been doing really good. I've been working out, you guys, for a solid, I think it's been like 8 months, almost 9 months I've been working out, and it's made a huge difference in my life. I've dropped 20 pounds, but more importantly, I feel good. Y'all, look, I get high on coffee, Jesus, and working out these days, you know? you work out, it's gonna release endorphins in your brain. That's the feel-good hormone. And it's like, it just feels so good. It energizes you, it motivates you. Psychologically, it makes you feel better about everything in general. I'm seeing a little definition in my arms, not much, you know what I'm saying? Like this, you know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? But this thing, this used to be, oh, wow, that's, what is that? Yeah, anyway, you just tighten it up a little bit. See what I'm saying? Tighten it up, got a little muscle there. Y'all, a year ago, that wasn't there. And I'm, you know, gonna be respectful for Joe and, you know, our men viewers on the channel. I'm not gonna show you my tummy because I just think that's kind of inappropriate. I'm not that kind of a YouTuber. I'm just saying, I got a little definition in my stomach. I haven't had definition in my stomach and my abs in years. And I'm like, okay, see a couple little lines going on. And when you start to see the difference, it's a real big motivator. So it's not just about looking good. My goal was to feel better. You guys know I was very sick last year, and working out has just been one of the things that I've incorporated into my recovery routine. I do use the Trainwell app. I shared that with you guys last year. They actually sponsored one of my videos. I freaking love this app, you guys. I will link my Trainwell link in this video description if you guys want to check it out. I get a lot of people that message me all the time and ask me what app I'm using. I'm still using Trainwell. But back to what I was saying, I am gonna do a live stream with you guys. I have decided to schedule this live stream on Sunday, April 13th. Let me make sure I got my dates right. And I will post this on the community wall of our channel. All the details. Yes, Sunday, April 13th, I'm gonna do a live stream with you guys. And don't worry, if you can't get on the live stream, you can always watch the replay. It's gonna be open to Q&A about all things. Nothing's off the table as far as my health journey. I'm gonna do a live stream. Joe's not gonna be on there. It's just gonna be for those of you that wanna join me and talk about anything, Lyme disease, mold toxicity, what herbal protocol I've been on for a year, the testing that I did, how I went about getting it, whatever you guys have questions about, because there's a lot of questions. And it would be really awesome if I can just link this video back to people sometimes, because I get so many questions, guys, that I can't get to them all anymore. And I feel horrible, but I'm only one person, and I'm a mom and a wife and a homesteader too, and I do my best. And if you just want to come hang out with me and have coffee, that's fine, because you know I'm gonna have coffee and we just hang out. Might be kind of long, because I'm not really gonna put a time frame on it. I do have a strategy of the things that I want to go over with you guys so that I stay on track. And I'm going to go over everything. I'm going to bring in what supplements I'm taking, my red light therapy, my grounding mat, all the things. And I just want to say, I had a nasty commenter when I announced I was going to do this live stream that said, basically, I'm just trying to push products and sell you guys things. I think those of you that know me know by now, I don't push products. I only share the things that I actually use and love and have researched myself to be good products to use. So anything I do use, I will link them. You are welcome to check them out and use my link or not use my link. I don't care. I'm not here to push products, and I'm not here to make money off you guys. If you guys would like to use exactly what I'm using, I'm gonna share that with you, and you're welcome to use it or not. It doesn't matter to me either way. But mark your calendar if you guys wanna hang out with me for that live stream. It is gonna be Sunday, April 13th. I'm gonna hop on. I'll announce the time and provide the link in a community post here soon once I get that all set up with the thumbnail and all the things, and we can jump on and hang out over there. I think Joe's working on the greenhouse. We've got to get that greenhouse done. The girls are going to be delivering their babies within the next 2 weeks, probably 3 weeks at the very most, but I really think we're looking in like a 2-week time frame. Tilly is a first-time mama, and for those that have had livestock, you know, and those of you that haven't, you may not know, but you know, they have an udder, which is their bag that fills up with milk, and then they have their little teats. And first-time mamas don't have an udder yet. They just have the little teats. Tilly has an udder now. So Tilly is not, she is not bagged up yet. We call it bagging up within 24 to 48 hours. Sometimes 72 hours before they actually give birth, their udder will fill significantly with milk and get hard because they're getting ready to have those babies. She's not there yet, but I'm telling you, I can hold an udder in my hand. So she's got milk in there, and that means we're getting close. And they're so big The girls are so wide, I don't think they can get much bigger than they are. So I'm like, Joe, we got to get the birthing center done. We've been having fun clearing trees and just kind of exploring our new property and all the things, but I got to get ready for these girls so they can kind of get out of the elements and get into like a nice safe place to deliver. And I'm so excited for lambing and kidding season. This is our first year having baby goats, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So anyway, let's get to this day. I just want to jump on and give you guys a heads up in advance of the live stream April 13th. I'm going to get on and we're going to talk all things health, my journey with health and recovery and all the things. So be there or be square. How's it going, Joe?
Stop. You already know. You already know that, and then you want to come in like, hey.
Look, I'm sorry that your allergies are bothering you, okay? But you don't need to take it out on me, Joseph. Joe's a little pissy this morning. Ew. His allergies are bugging him. And I don't even think it's like spring allergies because we ain't got much blooming around here yet. But taking out all these trees, he is allergic to birch, by the way. But we only took down a few birch. Most of what we took down yesterday was spruce. But I think like everything that comes off of the tree when you drop it and you haul it like on the tractor, it's just all, there's just particles. Whatever it is has got him all messed up. We couldn't find the Allegra, so he took a Benadryl because he was just desperate. He was literally sneezing every 5 seconds, one after the other. And now he's tired and groggy and cranky because he's on Benadryl. And we all have to suffer for it.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what? Okay. Babe. Okay, never mind. I love you unconditionally, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not mad at you, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
How about if in a little while you can take a break and I'll make you some homemade blueberry muffins with fresh coffee. I will make you coffee.
A smidgen more.
A smidgen? Just a hair.
Go 81. 81.
So who doesn't love a simple blueberry muffin recipe? I love blueberries. This is super simple, and this is not my recipe. As a matter of fact, I got this right from the bag of the Bob's Red Mill gluten-free flour, right on the back. They have some really awesome, simple recipes for gluten-free stuff on the back of the bag here, all of which I've made. I've made the buttermilk biscuits, I've made the chocolate chip cookies. In fact, that is the dessert that I made this week for the boys. Gluten-free chocolate chip cookies. They're so good. You would never know that they're gluten-free. And the blueberry muffin recipe is super yummy. I've got my flour, salt, and baking powder, and I'm getting ready to whip up my sugar and butter. I am using regular granulated sugar for this recipe, but I buy organic sugar only. You guys know how I feel about that. I do like to use maple syrup and honey as a sweetener in most of my recipes, but I found for some things it just doesn't convert the same as sugar. So the sugar that I buy is organic, and that's kind of like the best you can do for a granulated sugar. You can buy coconut sugar, date sugar. There's lots of different sugar substitutes that you can buy, but I just choose to do regular granulated, but I do buy the organic brand. Is that egg holder not just the cutest thing? Our Aunt Wendy got that for us as a housewarming gift, and I just love it. It's so rustic and country, and I like that we can kind of like rotate out the older eggs. The bottom shelf is the newest, and then the top is the oldest, and so we kind of rotate it that way. It's funny, some people say in the comments like you should store your eggs with the fat bottom down because they last longer. Guys, we have zero issues with eggs lasting in this house. We blow through eggs like nobody's business. They're giving us like 10 to 12 eggs a day, and we probably eat that in a day or two. So we have no issues with eggs going bad. Okay, we have a ton of blueberries left from blueberry picking this last summer. And I like to freeze them. I've shared that with you guys before because then I can use them for recipes all year long. Nothing like fresh Alaskan blueberries. Well, the muffins are in the oven, Joe, and the coffee's ready. So, once you get this plastic up, then you earn your reward.
52.
Dark. 'Cause once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark. I don't mind the rain, bringing life back. We can breathe again when dealing with the pain. No, I don't mind the rain. And ooh, that's the way it goes. Life will teach you what you need to know. And ooh, like a river flows, life will take you where you need to go. With eyes that's been through life, it's so much easier to see who I am and who I wanna be. No, getting old don't bother me. Truth can be a bitter pill, but it'll do you right and set you free the way a lie never will. Like climbing up the steepest hill. But truth can be a bitter pill.
That's what we're working on, and we're getting some fried. That's fun. We're getting some fried, what, fried fish? Fried chicken? What, Joe? That's what I get for trying to get a shot of them going through the mud. I'm covered in mud.